Now that I have all my questions in, I want to add the rest of my user interface elements. So I'm going to need a button that um, pretty much tallies the score. And then I'm going to need another label that displays whether, lets the user know whether they're a witch or not. And then I also want to put in a picture, kind of like a funny picture if they're a witch, like maybe a thumbs down. If they're not a witch, a thumbs up. And then the last thing, I want to add another button to actually reset. Um, so basically, after one person takes this test, you can hit the reset button and then you can hand it off to another person. All right, so for this, I want to grab another button and I'm going to name this let's name it press for verdict so that the user knows that once they press it, they're going to find out if they're a witch or not. Then I'm going to add another label. And this one I'm actually going to stretch out across the whole screen, but I'm going to call this label, right now I'm just going to put some placement text in it. And this is, when we get into the coding, where this is going to change, but I'm just going to name this verdict display, that just so, and that's just going to be for me so that I know that there's something there. But basically this is going to be where the user can see if they're, what the verdict is. If, are they a witch or are they not a witch? After that, I'm going to look for an image. So we want an image view. And this is where a picture is going to pop up to kind of go along with the verdict display. So, if they're not a witch, they'll get a thumbs up. If they are a witch, they'll get a thumbs down. And the last thing I need is another button at the very bottom of the screen. So I'm going to center it at the bottom. And this button will be our reset button. And that's just going to reset the test, so the next user. So when it's all said and done, your screen should look something like this. And again, if you want to simulate it just to see what it's going to look like on an iPad, feel free to do so.